Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So straight into the action. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Van de Ven. And it's Timber.
That was lovely, that.
Messi, and he's definitely onside. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Good read, needed to be. Potw. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. And it's Rice. Played out to the left flank. There's the takes a shot! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Threads one in. Caught offside that time. Eze will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. But here's Haaland, gives it back. And here's Eze.
Eze really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn. Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Potw. Eze. It's a good... Eze! And the keeper could only will that wide of the post.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
Valverde. And it's Eze. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Eze. Eze going face-to-face with his great rival. Rice. Good ball, good take. Rabiot. Now, can they get him away? He can run onto that. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Thinks about the shot. And he's cut it out. Eze, can he spark a counter here? Rabiot. That's a sharp pass. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Chance here to counter. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Mbappe! Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Look at this real chance! Goal! Botafogo! And Botafogo are in front. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Botafogo have taken the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And he's forced to go back. Rice. And it's Eze. He's going for goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Botafogo are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Eze. Some really good ball movement. Shot a goal! And there's a goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. And that is indeed the final act.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Botafogo looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time. Down to business again. Rabiot. For Valverde. Gently done. Knocks it out wide. Messi. And this is Messi. He's had a shot! And that's a tiny finish. Just as they wanted it. Just when they wanted it. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Can he finish? Well taken goal. Marseille are all square. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And it's Valverde. Chance! He's got away with one there.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Van Dijk, Saliba, Nuno Mendes, being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Engages and forces him off the ball.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Play cross-field, changing the point of attack. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Botafogo still have the cards to affect this game. Played out wide, not where it came from. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Bruno Fernandes, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's in on goal. He's picked his way through. Cherki, foot in. And here's Mbappe. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, that's nice. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Nicely weighted ball. Messi. And that's gone behind for a goal kick.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
So we have movement on both benches.
Camisa 41. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 6. Camisa 12. Teremos uma substituição.
Matheus Cunha. Potw, Rabiot, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Forced to go back. And a chance! And it's come back out to him. Goal! Botafogo! And they're back in front. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Botafogo with the lead. Rabiot. And it's Timber. Can he get it through? Cherki. And it's Neves. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Rabiot. Another chance from a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Rabiot getting this one clear. The ball has bounced loose now. Has to go back here. That's an excellent interception.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And he shoots! Now that is commitment to the cause. Marseille have their second corner now. A header! And that's in! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Ambitious ball here.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Matheus Cunha. Oh, such a clever touch.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Cunha going after that.
Teremos 5 minutos de acréscimo.
Rabiot. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. It's Dembele! Oh, he's done it! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it?
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Well, they've done the hard part, now to survive the last few minutes.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserved this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back?
Looking for the run, and it's made its way to him. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Botafogo can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Botafogo just may have felt a little extra pressure in front of their own fans that caused a nervousness and tension.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We're up and running then. Real chance! Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you.
And the finish! Messi. And here's the chance to counter. Matheus Cunha. Well read, and the danger is averted. Ambitious ball here. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Chance! And he's following up! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Well look, they know they've got a height advantage and it's time for them to use it.
He'll try from distance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Bruno Fernandes is offering a right smile there.
Marseille have their second corner now. Potw gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Potw are looking to go forward now. And he stands tall, impenetrable. The ball goes in, big chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Van Dijk clears it away. And a chance! Goal! Marseille!
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
The first breakthrough.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Mbappe! Mbappe! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Cunha with the short one. Now it's He's having a shot! And it's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Van der Ven promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Cucurella. Now, can they get him away? Oh, he's been caught on it here! And they can counter here. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Cucurella. Matheus Cunha. Van Dijk. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Mbappe. Cucurella. Very nicely done. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Cucurella making good progress. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Van Dijk cuts it out. Can he spark a counter here? Matheus Cunha. Now this could be a chance. Van Dijk. And it's Hakimi. That's an imaginative pass. He's in plenty of space here, and he's certainly onside here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Bruno Fernandes. Valverde, played out wide. Back where it came from. Spread to the right. No way through, so back it comes. Potw claims comfortable. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Marseille clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Shapes to shoot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Mbappe.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Hakimi. For Valverde. It's a good spell of possession, this. Goes for a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Thuram really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
This possibly the last play of the half. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And that brings the first half to a close. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. And we are up to the break.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing, and fast.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1.
Voluntários de cada bloco dirijam-se à sala de pessoal imediatamente.
The second half then, just getting going. Gravenberg. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rabiot, and the counter is on. Looking to play him in. That's very neat. Van der Ven did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now that's a lovely exchange. Shot at goal! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Van Dijk. Matheus Cunha, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mathias Cunha. Saliba looking to pass their way up the pitch. That's Potw. And here's Mbappe. Rabiot. And this is... He's had a shot! Botafogo have their lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. And it's Messi. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Nicely aimed pass.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? It's a promising position. And the shot! And a neat finish! And this is getting better and better. So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
This is Ronaldo. Gravenberg! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Nothing wrong with the idea. Inches away.
Teremos uma substituição.
Saliba. Hakimi currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
And here's Mohamed Salah. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Hakimi, can he get on the end of this? João Neves gets it clear. And he's only too happy to take that back. Nicely weighted ball. Great ball, great chance! And there's a goal! Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Tries to pass it through.
Botafogo clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Van Dijk. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Mathias Cunha. Cunha will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Gravenberg. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tries to play it through. Nuno Mendes. And It's Bruno Fernandes. Potw has created one goal already. And here's Mohamed Salah. It's Salah! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And he thumps it clear.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Matheus Cunha. They really do have to make some... And the shot! Well taken goal. They have stolen level at the last. Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Can he get it through? Now it's Rice. Rice proves just a little bit too strong. And it's Potw. And this is Mohamed Salah! And that's another fine save.
Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
They've played it short. Nuno Mendes takes a shot, and another try! Oh, that could be pivotal! A game of margins! A game of thrills! And time is up. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. So a game of thrills and tiny margins, so many what-ifs and what might have beens, but eventually we have a winner.